we get to see a story revealed fresh to people who are new to this whole thing. And it also adds new context to things too. Like this. What the fuck you smiling at? She went in on it. I'm like, what the fuck did this woman say to her?
And you know how old people, they think they know everything.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
And they don't know when to shut up sometimes.
Brie Larson, like, you know what? I shouldn't have given you this seat. Fuck you. Martin, you big funny book fan. Martin usually don't mind he hates when I use that term. That's like using the N-word for comic books. I'm sorry, Martin. Let me go ahead. Martin is a graphic novel and a scholar.
Say it however you want to say it.
Of comic book publications. And Martin usually waits before he watches a trailer. He said, I'll wait till this show, but no, that Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I couldn't wait today.
He said, yeah, man. He said, I had to get with my girl real quick and see what she was up to. We've been waiting too long, and still got long time to wait before we actually see her in action and what those actions are that lead to the next Avengers film.
This will be the longest break between movies.
It will be because Captain Marvel is sort of an event herself. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody's been talking about how she does. I mean, seriously, how her actions do have some of the biggest influences on what happens in the stories of these characters going on down the line. They say that she's probably the most powerful character as it stands right now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Martin, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer that everybody's been waiting on. And what I asked Martin to do is, I'm kind of new at this whole thing with her. I don't know her that well, but Martin, you've spent some time with her. You know it.
Sure.
So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna look at it from two different perspectives, Martin. We're gonna look at it from fresh eyes like mine, and from the experienced knowledge of you.
Yeah, your fresh eyes.
My fresh.
Like you have been scouring the internet for everything everybody's been writing about this.
Hey man.
I'm sure you know more than I do at this point.
Hey man, let's. For the sake of presentation.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Corey. Well, after you run this trailer, I'll educate you.
Please do, sir. Thank you. We'll be back with Professor Martin, comic book scholar, after we watch this.
We have no idea what threats are out there. We can't do this.
I seriously don't know that much about Captain Marvel.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to be rewriting a lot of stuff that's in the comics. I mean, as always, they take stuff from it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to go straight as it was.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, man. Of course, we have Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. And, if you're a comic book fan, I'm sure that there's a lot of references that you will recognize in the trailer. And you'll be happy to see how faithful, maybe not completely, but how faithful some of this is being to the history of that character. And then you have people like me who don't know. And for them, this trailer, I think it works in two ways. It works well for those who do know about the character, and then it works very well for those who don't know the character at all. Because when you go in, there's a lot of mystery with this. They're not telling you a whole lot about this character. Right. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, which is great because there's no spoilers, and we get to see a story revealed fresh to people who are new to this whole thing. And it also adds new context to things too. Like this. What the fuck you smiling at? She went in on it. I'm like, what the fuck did this woman say to her? Just looked at her the wrong way.
Man, you know how old people, they think they know everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't know when to shut up sometimes.
Yeah. It's funny because Brie Larson, like, you know what? I shouldn't have given you this seat. Fuck you. I'm tired. If you know anything about this character and the history and lore of this character, then she's probably punching a shape-shifting alien.
Yeah, a Skrull.
A Skrull.
Although I so hope she's not.
I was about to say, or if you like me, she's just punching the fuck out of an old person.
The old lady probably said something racist.
Yeah, Yeah, you know, I don't know. You know, this woman probably, because this woman's looking like this woman's looking all nice at her. Like she's smiling. It's like that woman, the homeless woman I talked about that smiled at me asking for money and ended up being racist. She probably looked at her like, you fucking dyke. She's like, what the fuck you saying? Although it really would be funny if she really was going around just beating up old people. Like everybody thinks she's a hero, and on the side she's just running around.
No, that's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, robbing old people.
No,
Like,
God.
give me your purse, bitch. You know, so it's kind of cool because a lot of people really don't know. They're like, okay, I'm sure there's a reason why she punched that old woman, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I like that they are really putting out there some of the things that they said. Now, I don't know how you feel about this because one of the things that they were talking about is how this is going to be set in the 90s.
Right.
And immediately at the beginning of the trailer, she tearing up a Blockbuster.
I love that just having her fall through a Blockbuster just says it all.
It's just, I mean, it's almost like that's almost petty. You know, ain't Blockbuster like that. You're just kicking in while they down now.
I mean, it couldn't have been more 90s if she had fallen in the middle of a Nirvana concert.
I know. I'm like, what you gonna do? Blow up a Sam Goody's next? I think that was a cool hook for you to see Blockbuster because it really is kicking Blockbuster while they down. It's like not even while they down.
Kicking while they're gone.
You're kicking a corpse at this point.
It's like we aren't even there
It's
anymore.
like you're desecrating you might as well just shit on a dead body. But they really want to get you hooked in. Like, because look, that's smart. They're like, what is the most 90s thing that we can say at this point that's fresh in everybody's mind that is
Fresh
not
in everybody's mind, and you know it's gone.
It is gone. They are extinct.
Yeah.
I think a poacher shot the last Blockbuster. I hope that they don't really lay that on too much. Like, look, 90s. Remember this thing?
Right. We always
Remember
hope
that
that they don't do that. But honestly, even looking at the shot right before she lands on that, just the way it looked with the orange sky and the ship blowing up, I thought, that looks gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? I think that they're doing a lot of great things with this movie. And here's the shot that you're talking about right here, where it's that explosion that's coming out of the sky. Yeah, man. No, I think that this is going to have a good balance of things, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But you know, the mystery is good because for the newbies out there, you are immediately hooked with what's going on here because it appears she's already mixed in with aliens right now. Like, you know, it doesn't look like any like a typical origin story. You know, with her, we see that she's already with aliens, but she's having flashbacks about her life in the Air Force as a child.
Yeah.
You know,
as a child in the Air Force, fighting with the alien army, the Kree army, and then possibly fighting against them.
Yeah, yeah. So you're asking yourself a lot of things. You know, you're asking yourself why the flashbacks. You know, what is it about this alien technology that's doing that to her? You know, what is it about her life that was here? That is she human? So what is it about that an alien race wanted to take her and use her to help them fight? You know, there's a lot of questions here. What the fuck is she doing this alien sex swing? You know, seriously, what is that, man? Do you know?
Gravity boots.
Okay. She's at Dave and Buster's right now.
I look at this and I go like, man, this is what I feel like has been missing from so many trailers lately, is that they show you a lot of different elements. Like there's the stuff we just mentioned. You see in blue skin aliens. Jude Law, you don't even know what he's about in this. They don't give you enough. But the young Samuel Jackson, you know, Nick Fury with 2 eyes. So you're already like, oh shit. And then even Agent Coulson's in this.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just that, you know, like some people are like, man, how you get his eye back? What went on with that? But no, it's like, it's not just, okay, really. How does he have both eyes, or what happened to him to make him lose his eyes? But there's a whole backstory about him wanting to like maybe retire, and leave this whole thing. And what is it about her that made him want to come back?
I was ready to hang it up till I met you today.
You fine as fuck.
Hey, girl.
Hey, look at pimp. Man, tell me he ain't trying to get some ass right now. I know he's look at that look.
I know he's a dude who hangs around the bus station.
Always hanging around Area 51, looking for some alien ass. What's up, girl?
But you can see how this would lead to his fascination with putting together the Avengers.
That's what a lot of people are saying too. They're saying, that's what's fascinating about it. If it weren't for him trying to get laid, and then it's cool that this turning point with her. If that didn't happen, we probably never would have had the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah,
and you know what? And even with that, let's say I want to know that story. I want this to be equal parts. Maybe it's more hers, but I really want some story with him. I want to find out what happened with him to make him get back in the game. I want to find out what it is that he finds so fascinating about her. And I also want to know about Coulson. And I got to say, just an aside here, I think it's really cool the makeup that they did or the effects that they did to make them look younger.
Yeah, I mean, they really have this down now.
They really do, man.
I mean, they're just doing victory laps with it. Because before they were like, listen, we know we got it good, but we don't want to stretch it. Now they're like, we got this shit.
Oh, yeah. Shit, they might start doing Marvel babies now. Because they just got this technology down. Except I like the way Coulson's like, yeah, but my hairline look better. You know what? It's like, did they paint his hair on?
I know.
That shit look like it's some glued on felt or something. But
he's looked like that in other movies.
Yeah, no, you know what? He has. He really has. I'm sure they did a lot of research. That goes to show you they went back and watched some old films.
Yeah, well, like in Civil War with Robert Downey Jr., where they had the holograph of him when he was young, the scene, and you look at it, you're like, that is dead on accurate because we knew him back when he was that age.
They sure did get that right.
So they had all that footage as reference to go back to.
You know, it's funny because they say, man, look, leave these people. They ain't even got nothing to do with this review right here. I got to because it's funny how Marvel can perfect a whole human being. And,
I know.
And DC can't even get a mustache. I'm sorry, I had to talk some shit real quick. I'll leave you alone. $5 million for a mustache. They like, shit, we finna spend $5 on Robert Downey Jr. Nah, man. It's no, they do have it down.
Well, something you'll notice in this, if you rewatch it 3 or 4 times, like most people have, is that from Brie Larson as Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers, you don't get a lot from her. Mostly she's just grim and serious because her being their first female-led movie, and she's got to be strong. She needs to project that power.
Yes.
So it's going to be down to Samuel Jackson to bring the personality, and Agent Coulson to bring the humor.
You know what? I never even thought about it like that. That's an excellent point. So you're saying that Samuel Jackson's going to bring the drama.
You know what he does. He's drama, but there's always that tinge of humor there.
And Coulson's going to be more the comic relief.
Yeah.
Which is cool. He's like, the fuck I am. I'm serious as a motherfucker. You can't tell. No. Even though with Coulson being younger, what I would love to see with him. See, this is what's cool about going back in time with this movie. It's just not about Captain Marvel. They should be able to show you some other things that are happening right here. Again, not only Nick Fury's backstory, but let's see more of Agent Coulson being a badass. They had these Marvel shorts that came out, and one of them showed because a lot of people are asking, "What the fuck does Coulson do?" Well, but they showed him in that short where he was taking out a couple of robbers in a convenience store, and he was truly a badass.
Well, you get to see him be more of a badass on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay,
because he's the leader of the team, and he actually does some cool shit on that show. But I believe here he's a rookie agent.
Okay.
So that's set up for comic relief.
Man, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Look, we don't know if it's gonna be great or not, but I think they have the potential to make a lot of things fun in this. Well, time travel is always fun anyway. Going back in time.
Going back in time. Well, and to that point, when you talk about, we're seeing more of these guys. We're also getting Ronan the Accuser and Jaimin Hunsu is I forgot his name, the Korath, the Pursuer. Yes. Who in Guardians we barely got to see them. Jaimin Hunsu gets taken out early, and Ronan got the tag of being he's a terrible villain. But here you'll get to see more of them expanded, so it's a chance for so when you go back and watch Guardians, you'll be like, oh, okay, now I see what these guys are really all up to.
And Ronan the Accuser we met him in Guardians of the Galaxy,
right.
as he was saying, and a lot of people, I don't even know if they caught that, but you got that big ass John Henry Hammer right there.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard not to mistake him.
But there's other stills, and anything you read about it talks about.
And you know what? And if y'all know Ronan the Accuser, it was, I mean, even though he was he was a straight villain, he was still sort of in a comedically toned film. This, you might get to see you get to see people be different tones in different movies. So he might even appear more threatening than he was in that film. No, I doubt he better not have no dance off with Captain Marvel at the end of the movie. I got it this time. They ain't gonna beat me again.
I've been playing DDR.
Start crip walking and shit.
Dabbing with that hammer.
I think that they are doing a good job with the cosmic elements in here. And they're doing a good job at making the cosmic elements have sort of an earthy feel to it. Because, I mean, you look at this, and because they've gone out there with not only Guardians, but now Thor's on them psychedelic drugs.
It's funny, the time they did Guardians, it seemed like such a fluke to go like, man, we've been doing everything around Earth and a little bit on Asgard, but y'all are way out in space. What's that got to do with this? And then they've been like, oh, you'll see.
Yeah, and I was so
just slowly bringing it over to where now it feels natural as anything else.
Well, it feels. I was very cautious about how they would bring those together because, as I've said, it's those movies pretty much are psychedelics. They are out there because they can be because they shit, we ain't near Earth, so we gonna party. But
it's cosmic, baby.
It's cosmic. Yeah, man, far out, man. But it's with this. I really am. I think that they are finding ways to make this feel grounded while keeping the cosmic element to it.
It really does feel that way.
Yeah, because if you look at it, like right here, I think one of the main reasons why is because you see Brie Larson wearing a SHIELD hat.
Yeah,
and I think anytime SHIELD starts to come into the mix, being a government agency, I think that they do have a tendency to make it feel a little more grounded sometimes. The way they did with Winter Soldier, man. Winter Soldier, still a superhero movie,
right?
But with all the government espionage going on, and
you goddamn right it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Cap. Excuse me, man. No, you know how I felt like it felt like a spy thriller.
Yeah, but
it was still a superhero movie. But I think because you had SHIELD in there, and SHIELD often does bring sort of that espionage government feel to it. And whenever SHIELD is there, they can ground something, even the most unbelievable things that go on, unless you're watching Agents of SHIELD, I guess, which I heard is kind of crazy sometimes.
But it depends on which season you watch.
Okay. But, Martin, now here's some of the things that I don't know anything about at all. Even if I went over the internet today, I would being all excited and shit. There's some things I just don't know.
Sure.
And I've heard of these things. I have some books where they may come in, but it's funny. After all my years of reading Marvel, when I was reading Marvel, I never was reading any books where or Skrulls, the aliens that they're fighting. So in the book. And the comics, Skrulls are some of the main antagonists of some people, like the Fantastic Four. And
they came in the early issues of Fantastic Four, like either issue 2 or 3.
Ugly motherfuckers too, man.
Yeah, look like frogs with giant elf ears, but they could shapeshift into anything.
Yeah,
and and they ultimately got defeated by Reed Richards, who just tricked them into being cows.
Wow, that was some good shit they were on. Actually, I read that panel where they were like, you will turn us into something where we will feel content for the rest of our lives. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put your ass on that patch over there. Milk your ass every now and then.
Decades later, they went, hey!
Moo! Hey! But that's where I start to, not be so enthusiastic. Again, be somewhat cautious. Because, you know me, man. I'm the one that ask just dumb questions. I would be in a room full of nerds.
How come they all speak in English?
Yeah, exactly.
Just shut up.
See, I know that. I would make a nerd want to beat my ass.
Get him out of here.
I will walk at a convention and just I will cock block a nerd convention, man. I'll be the one, like with Star Trek. I'm like, what? So why do they all have 2 arms and 2 legs all the time and look human? And that's what I have to say here.
Why do the Ninja Turtles even wear masks?
No, well, that's explainable, man. Now, see you. No. Nah, with this, man, I'm looking at this. I'm like, yeah, why do why we're back in that area where these? I know it goes back to the comics where they do look humanoid, but then sometimes it's just too convenient. Because one of the things that I'm looking at is, and let me go to the trailer here, because you mentioned, now maybe you can tell me what's going on with this. Because in the trailer, you mentioned how, and I did make a still for this, I forgot to bring it back up. But in the trailer, we see all kind of aliens. But we see Brie Larson as Captain Marvel right there walking with some blue aliens.
Yeah, those are the Kree.
Those are the Kree. Okay, see now, I feel like I'm in Spanish class or something right now. But with the Kree are closer to humans, than Skrulls are, and so why is she walking with some Kree that are blue, and then you got Jude Law with them Michael Jackson eyes right there? You know that shit. Michael Jackson was getting ready to do that shit, and he beat him to it. Hey, why? See, I think it's very convenient that, all right, he's the one that looks the most human because now we can get a possible romance or a love story. Am I wrong here?
Yeah, there's not really. Okay, imagine that if a Kree soldier walked in here and said, "Wait, all of you are human.
Okay,
why is your skin brown?
Carlos, you're a Kree soldier.
And his pink.
What's that?
But they'd say, "Why is your skin brown? His skin pink?"
Ah, okay. So there are different races of Kree. Okay.
Yeah, that's not that hard to.
It also depends if he's the actual Captain Marvel. He's in disguise and he's using that.
Or if he's in disguise right now, he might have morphed.
Yeah, because they said that him and Marvel keep dancing around whether he's going to be the original Captain Marvel or Marvel. But then, but it's like they dance around it. But then, if you read anywhere else on Wikipedia or IMDb, it pretty much says that that's who he is.
Okay, so so all right then.
So he's the first one to come down. Like okay, send him on a scout mission before we invade Earth, and he's like, oh man, Earth's kind of cool. Yep. I think I'm gonna stick around here and fight against them.
Got cool contact lenses here.
Yeah. But he's gonna be her mentor.
Okay, so he's gonna be her mentor. So with the Kree. It's just like with our planet. You got white people, and then you got black, except you got blue-black over there. Well, they both black, I think. So, but that's one of the things I did not know. So, that's why I was saying there are some things I don't understand.
Sure.
That I definitely would be asking you about.
Sure,
and you would see that in the trailer, not where I wouldn't.
Sure.
Speaking of the Skrull, though, well, I know a little bit more about the Skrull than I do the Scree and the Kree, whatever. I'm not crazy about how they look from what I've seen so far. Now, they have some concept art out there that is badass. I love that. I love looking at that right there. But they put out some pictures in Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah, I saw those.
And that looks rubber as hell, man. I'm not really fond of that myself.
Yeah, it looks like something from Star Trek.
Shit, it looks like something from the Halloween store. It really looks fake. Now, I will say that once we see it in action, the movie will probably be a different thing. Maybe they'll put some effects over it or something.
Yeah.
But right now, that does not look convincing to me at all. But that's just me. We'll see about that. And of course, I'm sure they'll use several different designs with their faces and look in different ways. And once they're moving and you see them in action, it's probably not going to make that much difference. But right now in the light, that looks too fake to me. It looks too rubbery. And of course, they got your boy as the villain. This dude don't play nothing but villains today. Bill Mendelsohn, man.
Oh, I know. Yeah, when I read it as Ben Mendelsohn, I was like,
of course,
of course.
I don't even think they'll put makeup on him. He did this guy.
Somebody said to me, like, no, but in real life, he's really a nice guy. I don't believe it for a second.
Well,
sorry.
No,
I ain't talking to him.
I've seen his evil ass too much.
Too much.
No. Don't try to put that smile on me. He ain't fooling nobody.
The last guy who played villains all the time was Kevin Spacey. So no.
He's like, I grab ass, so not dick.
Yeah, he looked like he's up to something from that picture.
He really does. He really does. It look like he's standing on a dead body right now. This guy, he's just played villains so much. It's almost like, man, it's time to pull back.
Right.
But this has got to hurt playing villains all the time. I mean, I'm sure your kids don't even like you at this point. I'm sure you come in the house with dog. What I do to you, mate? I'll see your movies. And you know what? I will say this before I let Martin come in with some last minute things here. I think the movie is showing things that I could be tired of. I mean, they're not going to stop anytime soon at all.
Yeah, so you might as well give it up.
I'm just saying that they just pointed out something that I'm today. I don't even know why. It was not too long ago, but I finally just said today, like, you know what? I really am sick of car chases.
Space invasion, big car chase.
You know, it was almost like they said, "Listen, we are obligated to do this, but we got a lot more cool shit in the film, so just ride this out." Pun intended.
Sure, Ford is one of the sponsors.
Yeah, and we'll be all right. You know, just deal with it for a little while. But I really am just I'm up to here with car chases.
But you can't say I'm up to here with car chases. Like, I don't want to see shootouts anymore.
Yeah, you know,
I'm tired of guns.
Shootouts I can see, but car chases I haven't seen anything new anymore with a car chase. So, but again, that's just me because we go to movies all the time.
Yes,
but. You were telling me some interesting things about the film.
Well, the thing because most of it I figured you'd see online and you'd know. But the one thing I saw that was very interesting, and I didn't really catch it because they don't mention her name, but somebody brought it up, is that when you see Carol Danvers in the Air Force, her friend she's with is black, and she's Maria Rambeau. Now, before there was that period where Carol Danvers, she started out as Miss Marvel, became binary for a while. But before she was Captain Marvel, there was another Captain Marvel who was black, and she was Monica Rambeau. And with this taking place in the 90s, the speculation is this setting it up for this woman here to be the mom of the future Captain Marvel?
Okay, so you're saying that this
also went by the name Photon for a while.
Oh, so you're saying that her name's Maria Rambeau?
Yeah, the picture I sent you is of Monica Rambeau.
Oh, Monica Rambeau. Let me see here, because I'm trying to look that up. A lot of comic people out there, you know what he's talking about. I do not. Let me see. Oh, I have a picture of her right here. Is this who you're talking about? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at some point, see now this.
So she was the first, female Captain Marvel.
Oh boy, these geeks about to lose their shit. They already mad because we got a female superhero. Just not because she's the most powerful. Not because, they feel like they're doing some sort of affirmative action or something. They're just mad because she got a vagina. That's it. And I'm just laughing at this because at some point, y'all mad now. Wait till that black shit get in there. Ooh, that's it. No more. There's a lot of people out there getting upset over this. I mean, it's
upset which way?
Because it is because they are highlighting a female character. They're already talking about this, the overt feminism going on. They're already talking about how they're just forcing this down our throats.
Are they serious? Because she's been a prominent character for a while now.
Yeah, but hey, she's on the big screen now. They don't like that. Oh, brother. Shit. Tell me, y'all, you fucking geeks out there, a lot of y'all will be happy to have her shoved down y'all's throat. Don't give me this bullshit right here. This is, that's par for the course, man, though, But needless to say, very excited for it, man. Yeah. Very excited. I mean, I'll go back and say it again. What really got me was this is how they are actually finding because I didn't know how they were going to do it. They're finding a good middle ground with the cosmic and having it mixed with the Earth stuff now, and it's just another example of this world slowly solidifying, coming together in ways that it continues to surprise us.
Well, they first played cosmic as goofy. So you could accept it. Hey, whatever happens, it's a comedy. It's fine.
That is true.
And then, so then you kind of pull in Thor, and it's still funny, but there's still plenty of action. And then you pull it into Infinity War, where it's like, all right, here's some of the funny stuff, but this is all very serious.
And at the end, it's devastating.
Yeah. So now we're playing with cosmic, and there's no jokes whatsoever.
Nah, this is cool, man. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it very much. Well, we got a while.
I know.
They put it up there.
They wait until Women's Day to put it out.
No, that's why these nerds are mad, because y'all are fucking with them, man. And you know what? On Women's Day, I heard, Martin, that they're not letting any males into the theater. And you want something to be mad about?
I'm sure I can find a dress in my
Yeah.
size.
March 2019, V-Day. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. March can't get here soon enough. And then the cool thing with that is that not very long after, Avengers.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you don't have too much longer to wait.